What's up, everybody? It's SHOWTIME, and before I get into the subject of this video, I want to say no, I did not go to school for this. So yes, if you ask anybody in the field of relationship advice or relationship gurus or anything like that, I am not a professional and I'm not an expert. But based upon my personal experience and me listening to the experiences of other guys, I can almost guarantee you that I have gathered enough information to be credible to give my opinion on this subject known as friend zoning. So if you stick with me to the end of the video, I can almost guarantee you that your chances of avoiding the friend zone will increase exponentially. Now, can I guarantee you that this will work for every single woman? No, because every single woman is different. But for the majority of the women that you choose to deal with in your life, especially in middle school, high school, college, and pretty much any woman that is in westernized culture, I can almost guarantee you that this will work. But now to get into the video, I honestly believe if there was a such thing as hell on earth, that the friend zone would most definitely be that place, at least from a man's perspective or reality. I personally like to compare the friend zone to that of quicksand, and the reason as to why I compare it to quicksand, because quicksand in general is hard to get out of, am I right? But the longer you stay in the quicksand, the more harder it is to get out of. And I feel as though that is a perfect analogy for the friend zone. So now we have to ask ourselves, what on earth would cause somebody to do a horrible thing such as making me their friend? Well, the only thing that I could think of right off the bat that would cause somebody to make you their friend or put you in the friend zone is that you were displaying to them that you are very friendly. Hence the name friend zone, because if you were being very mean to them, if you were doing things that are non-friendly to them, why on earth would they put you in the friend zone? They would have to not be there all the way mentally if they were to do such a thing. Boing. But now putting this whole friend zone concept in the context of the dating arena or the mating dance, as a lot of people like to refer to it as, I feel as though people use the friend zone technique as a defense mechanism. Because usually when a girl puts you in a friend zone or says, I only think of you as a friend, when she says something to that effect, usually she says this because you've asked her to be your girlfriend, or you asked her, do you like me, or what do you think of me as? So she says, I only think of you as a friend, therefore putting you in the friend zone. And in another scenario in which she may use this phrase is in anticipation of you asking, will you be my girlfriend? She may be using this because she is anticipating that you were going to ask this question. So in order to avoid being asked that question altogether, she'll say, oh, I think of you as a friend. Another reason as to why she may use this friend zoning technique on you, and I know this is going to sound confusing to you no matter whether you're in elementary school, can't leave them out because they start young nowadays, middle school, high school, college, or even in the workforce. Another reason or another way in which she will use this friend zoning technique on you is because she may actually like you a little bit. And I understand that that is going to be very hard for you to understand because it took me a while to get it too. And in this particular scenario, her reason for doing this may be because she is not all the way sure of what she thinks of you as. She's having mixed emotions about you. She's not really completely sure. That's one thing. Second thing is that she has other guys that are competing, right? Because as we know that if you are a woman who is beautiful by society standards, a lot of guys are going to be approaching you, and out of all of the guys that are approaching you, more than likely you're going to pay attention to some of these guys who are approaching you. So in other words, she is exploring her options, right? Because she has a whole lot of male options, and from her perspective or from her reality that she's living, you are more of a beta male than the other guys that are approaching her or the guys that she is paying attention to. And since she has the fear of being completely alone, what she will do is she will do things to keep you in her life, giving you these mixed signals or these mixed emotions, as I previously stated. She will at one minute pretend or act as if she really likes you, she's really interested in you, and then the next moment she's like, nope, I don't like you, we're only friends. Which leads me to my next point that I want to make is the reason as to why a woman may use this friend zoning technique is because she wants to be able to see, can she exercise or embrace her physical femininity so much to the point to where that if she has established some type of a verbal agreement with a guy as friends, can her physical femininity override that? Because in her mind, she has generalized guys all into one clump, and she figures that if she can use her femininity, her physical femininity, might I add, because there's more qualities of femininity than just the physical appearance, such as the emotional, mental, and spiritual, which I won't get into. But she figures that if she can use her physical femininity or exercise it as much as possible on this less of a male from her perspective, she figures that she'll be able to use it on an alpha male if she works works at it hard enough, she can use her femininity to get the alpha male to do whatever she wants him to do, such as go to the store and get her food, or go to the Chinese restaurant and get her the almond chicken combo. So now that we've discussed the majority of the scenarios in which a woman will use a friend zone technique in order to trap guys into catering to her whim in some cases, or using the friend zone technique because she wants to have this guy a part of her life but she's not entirely sure, and etc, whatever the reason may be, now I feel as though it's time to talk about why on earth you are getting friend zone from the dating aspect, or from the dating realm of things. Now that we've talked about how it happens or why a woman does it, now it's time to talk about what your role as a man is supposed to be in order to avoid this. You could be Brad Pitt on the outside, or you could be the Humpback of Notre Dame on the outside. It does not matter. You are not exempt from being in the friend zone if you were playing the role of the nice guy. Now, there's nothing wrong with being the nice guy, right? Because you have to be nice every now and then to get a woman to be interested in being with you. No woman in her right mind would be with you if you're mean to her all the time, right? But you have to understand that being nice all the time will not get you any results. I repeat, when you are being nice all the time, that will not get you any results, and that is a sure way to get friend zoned. Because if you ask many girls or take dating advice from any girl, what they'll tell you is that you need to be very nice to her, you need to be very chivalrous. They want this Prince Charming type of guy. Spend time with her, show her that you really care. Provide her with all the emotional, mental, and spiritual type of support. Be there for her. They'll tell you this, but what they won't tell you, because this is how intellectually dishonest these people are, what they won't tell you is that this is under the assumption both of y'all have come to a mutual agreement to either become boyfriend or girlfriend, or y'all are on the pathway to becoming boyfriend and girlfriend, and she is showing interest in you. Yes, she does want this in a guy, but more than likely she wants this in a guy so that she can control him. I repeat, she wants this in a guy so that she can control him and have the power in the relationship, and a relationship should not work that way. It should be more of a push and pull evenly between the two parties in it. So when a nice guy approaches a woman, he is constantly complimenting her. He is constantly saying all of these nice and chivalrous things he would do for her. Metaphorically speaking, he is eating the booty like groceries throughout the whole entire conversation. So since this nice guy has practically been kissing this woman's behind the whole entire conversation, what this woman is thinking in her mind is, got me a sucker. And she may not actually be thinking this consciously, but some women are so great at this to the point to where they may actually be thinking this consciously. She is thinking that, okay, this guy is promising me the moon, the stars, the whole solar system, and the Milky Way galaxy. He is saying crazy and outrageous things such as, I will marry or sleep with your dog just so I can see that beautiful face every day. He is saying things or phrases along these lines. And if you are a guy and you are using phrases like this, or you were saying phrases that are in the family of the phrases that I previously mentioned, please stop it. What she is thinking is, okay, well, this guy is willing to do all of these husband or stereotypical husband like things to me and for me, and the only thing I've done is shaken his hand, told him my name, smiled or grinned occasionally every once in a while when he says something that he feels is witty when in actuality is corny. On top of that, I have not even told this guy anything that will give him an insight to who I am truly as a person. So the only reason as to why he is approaching me and he's willing to do all of these stereotypical husband-like things and do all these nice things for me is because I am pretty. This is what she thinks. So what she is going to do is use that physical femininity aspect about her to her advantage into getting you to do whatever she wants. Therefore, she does not have to work for any of your respect. She does not have to respect you in any way, shape, or form, because she has reached the conclusion in her heart that her physical femininity allows her or gives her a pass to do whatever she wants to you and treat you however you want, because that is the only reason as to why you were so willing to be very nice to her, or to be her knight in shining armor, to be her Prince Charming. This mentality that I just discussed is the reason as to why any woman that I choose to deal with, or even fathom the idea of making her my girlfriend, she has to prove to me that she has more than just the physical component of femininity in order for me to give her the emotional, mental, and spiritual support that these women ever so want, such as spending time with her constantly, listening to her problems, and doing all of these other things for her. She has to prove to me that she is worthy of me dedicating my time, energy, and effort into her to give her these things. And when you really sit there and you really think about it, women use the same type of technique, except what they'll do is they'll be like, okay, until this guy proves to me that he has all of the character traits that I want in a man, only then will I allow him to have sex with me. They know that guys want sex a lot of the times, or that they're more vocal about it. They understand this concept, so what they do is they use that to their advantage when it comes to getting guys to be interested in them and to be their Prince Charming. So if you are a guy and you understand that a woman wants this emotional support, this spiritual support, this mental support, such as spending time with her, listening to her problems, helping her find solutions to her problems, and all of this kind of stuff, if you understand and you know that she wants these type of things, then what you should do is you should hold back on these things until she proves to you that she is worthy of receiving these type of qualities and characteristics from you, so that y'all can be boyfriend and girlfriend and have some type of a title on y'all relationship. Because if you give her everything that she wants up front, I can almost guarantee you that you will get friend zoned and you will be constantly chasing the woman. So that wraps it up for this video. Let me know in the comment section below if this information helps y'all fellas, or if y'all can relate to the stuff that I'm spewing in front of this camera. And if you truly like the content presented in the video, as always, please like, share, comment, and subscribe to the channel so I can keep on bringing y'all that good, refreshing quality content. And like I said before, and as I say always, it's SHOWTIME, your favorite rapper and favorite person. And if you ain't out sitting, we ain't conversing. Till next time.